Hey Internet, I'm the Cow Says Moo, and you're watching episode 23 of The Exploits of Cowgamel, a Minecraft 1.2.3 Let's Play with a whole bunch of mods installed. I've been doing a few things off camera here. I think today I'm going to start with showing off the Thaumcraft progress again. So let's head on up to my Thaumcraft lab, if I can get up the stupid stairs. Jeez, there we go. Alrighty, so I actually have them on me, but I wanted to come up here. I got 4 more discoveries, and it looks like I'm probably out of lost and forbidden knowledge things or discoveries because every time I research both lost or forbidden, I only get more fragments. So I guess that leaves just tainted and eldritch. Anyway, these are the 4 I got. I got a pickaxe of the core. Looks pretty cool. I might make one of those. We'll see. Depends on what I've got. How many pieces of thumb ingots and stuff I have. Got a wand of recovery, or reversal, which I will definitely be making here today, just in a few minutes. I got concentrated evil, which is another upgrade. It looks like you can probably put it into a regular infuser or something, and you can then use the taint like you do for a dark infuser. I'm guessing something along those lines, maybe. Neat, but definitely something I don't need to be working on right away. And a totem of dusk, which you put into the dark infuser with a tainted log, which I'm not entirely sure what that is. Taint crystal, which I have in elementum. And it looks like it creates taint, which is something that sounds like fun. I might try doing that. Maybe trying to get a few chunks between my lab here and the village corrupted, just to keep pesky villagers from running back and forth and finding my lab. But I need to figure out how to get a tainted log first before I can do that. So we'll see. That one I think I'm going to put down here as definitely something I'm potentially interested in finding out more. These other guys, for right now, I think I'm going to put them up here. They're not as important. I'm not doing a lot of mining, so the pickaxe isn't all that useful, and concentrated evil, I haven't been messing around with too many upgrades. But I definitely want to try out this wand of reversal. And I think it's also time to try making a portable hole. I had totally forgotten about those because there's no recipe in game, but I'm pretty sure I've got all the stuff I need for that, so we'll make one of those as well, just because they're fun. So let's see, what do I need for this? I need just a piece of enchanted wood and an arcane singularity. That's easy enough. I've got one of the singularities. Do I have enchanted wood? I might have just dumped them into my regular sorting system. Let's see here. I think I've got some, though, somewhere. Oh, helps if you look in the right place, Cow. Yeah, I've got a few of them here. Let's just grab all those and see what we can do with that. Alright, so that's just a singularity and a piece of wood. That's pretty easy. Enchanted wood. Singularity. And I happen to know a particular use for this, which is why I'm making it. I'm hoping to be able to get to that today. We'll see. It's kind of the last thing on my list of potential things to do. But if I can get around to it, I certainly will. For the portable hole, I'm going to need... I think I need another nitor. Actually, I probably just need both. So I'll make some more nitor and some more elementum, and then we'll get working on that portable hole. I know I'm going to need a piece of wool. Just one wool in there, really? That's weird. What happened to all my wool? Piece of string. And a few pieces of redstone. Let's get like 8 redstone. And 4 coal. And 4 glowstone. And we'll start making up some stuff here. I think I need an ender pearl too, actually. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Something like that. Alright, so first off, we will just start off with the Elementum and Nitor. I've got one piece here, but I'm going to make just a few more. Make a couple singularities just because they're fun to have around and they're used in several different recipes. And let's make 2 of those for right now. Actually, we'll just make 4 of those. I've got plenty of V, so V, whatever it is. And then I need some fabric, which, let's see, I think it's a crystal too. I think I need a crystal. Let's grab something here. I know there's a crystal involved in it somewhere. Maybe 2 just in case. Alright, so it's wool and string, and I think it's crystal at this point. That's looking good. Yeah, enchanted fabric. Sweet. So then fabric, and I think this part is the ender pearl, and a singularity, is this it? It's making something. That's a good sign. Portable hole, awesome. Got it right. And I've got my wand of reversal. So I think I'll just dump the rest of this stuff back in the chest for right now, and that's enough playing around here. We'll just dump all that in there. That works. So I have a portable hole, which is a really sweet little device, and this wand of reversal, which, if we look at this again, what it does, it says it turns back the hand of time, but what I'm going to be doing with it is retrieving runic essences and upgrades, like it says here. I'm going to move my teleportation rune. Let's see, I guess I'm done with this theory for right now, so let's throw it in here. Cool. So something else I'm going to work on today besides those teleportation runes is I think I'm going to build a wheat farm out between the village and Cowgamel Industries. So let's head down to the sorter room real quick and add a couple more teleport pipes, or maybe just one more, and get some frequencies set up right. So I don't have to use my low numbers that I'm trying to use mostly for the actual personal requests, just to keep things organized. I think my carpenter right now is using 14 too, so I might add a second one as well. So maybe we'll just add 2 down here. Yeah, it looks like I've only got 3. So let's add a couple of them. I think I've got a couple in my bag here. Oops. Yeah. I've added a bunch of stuff to this bag since I'm carrying it around with me all the time. Makes things pretty convenient. So this should be 301, 2, and 3, I think, here. Yeah. So we'll add 304 and 305. I'm not getting a green light there. Oh, that's because nothing's hooked up to it. That's fine. Okay. And let's go with 305. True. Cool. And since I'm going to be doing a wheat farm, and I'm going to probably leave it on a lot of the time, I think I'm going to try to find a few seeds here and some wheat and add those to my sorting system. And overflow can then be dumped into the antimatter relay, which will be good. So we'll put those 2 over here in the green section, which is stuff that overflows. And come on over here and pick one of these chests. Oops. That one looks good. That one's pretty promising. Let's do this one. So we'll remove a little bit of marble from the bottom here. And cobblestone's going to start filling that up, but that's okay. There we go. And then add some wheat as well. No, there's just not a better way to do it than this. I think I had a couple more of those. Somewhere here. Where'd they come from? There we go. I don't think I'll need more than a stack of wheat, or a row of wheat. There we go. Now I've got room for some wheat and some seeds, because I'll be getting a ton of them. So let's pull any wheat and seeds that I can find real quick out of here. That looks good. And we'll throw them into the sorter and let them sort back out into the new right place. Any in here? Doesn't look like it. In here. Nope, doesn't look like it. And if I've got a few, I don't really care. I'm not all that picky about where things are down here, obviously. I've got plenty of room. So. And then we'll throw them in here. All these extras I've got, and they should sort now into the right place. Here, we'll go ahead and throw these in there too. And I don't know where I picked up that silky comb. That's kind of weird. And it looks like they're going green now, so that's perfect. They should come over here and end up in this chest. As you can see, they're filling up. Cool. So I've got a new frequency available, and I've got a place to put them. What the heck is up with that silky comb? Yeah, I've just got one pipe over here that's been glitching out every now and then, and I'm not sure what the deal with it is. Huh. Well, I'll just carry it around for right now. That's fine. Whatever. And I'm holding shift when I jump because these new boots occasionally make you really ridiculous jump, which is kind of fun, but can be kind of annoying at times too. So we'll head back over towards the village and Cowgamel Industries, which I've been doing some work over there, so I'll show that off, and then we'll get started on this little farm. Here we go. Do I want to just grab this right now? Let's do that. I've never actually used this wander reversal, so I'm not entirely sure how it works. Let's see. Alright, I guess the seal you just grab. And the first one didn't work, but I got a couple of them anyway. That's pretty cool. I should have grabbed some extras, I guess. Now I'm going to have to go back the long way. But that's okay. I'll do that off camera. Anyway, let's come down here, and I'll show you what I've been working on here. Obviously, adding a lot of stuff right here. This is going to be kind of the, like I said, the slum hovel side of the village. So I've added a bunch of just small buildings. Run down. This one's made of a bunch of broken bricks. And I've just done the basics, you know, for them. Another little apartment complex type thing. Small flats. A bunch of little buildings over here. This is going to be my wheat farm. And then this over here is really run down. They're tiny little places, and I don't know, even just doing this much, I kind of feel bad for the people living in here. Just feel bad making them, but I think it'll turn out pretty nice, work out pretty well. These dirt squares that are here are just red power to blocks that I've cut in half so they don't turn into grass, so it's all muddy and run down over here. I think it'll turn out pretty good. But let's get started, I guess, on the wheat farm. Let's run down to a requester pipe, and we'll get what we need ready for that. Alright, throw that up here for right now. And I'll show off the portable hole in a sec. But for the time being, I'll just put it away. Portable hole's pretty awesome if you haven't seen it. Alright, so for my farm, I guess I'll need a farm. Here we go. That's just a sturdy machine and bronze ingots. That's an easy one. And I will need a combine to harvest my wheat. And that is sturdy machine and iron. Cool. And I was doing just a little bit of testing because I don't think I've actually ever made a wheat farm before. And I think I've come up with a slightly better way of doing my harvesting and such. So we'll give the new way a try. I didn't do real thorough testing, but I think it's going to work. I think it'll work better than what I've been doing. Glass? Any glass? Have any glass in my bag here? Not that bag. How about this bag? Yeah, I've got glass. I need just 8, so that'll work. And I think that's all I need here. 4 in the corner. There's a farm, and there's my combine. I'm going to want 2 peat-fired engines because I want these to be peat. So those are... so I want 4 copper gears, 2 pistons, and 6 copper. Couple pistons. Cool. And let's grab a few peat to get started. That's actually probably all I need. And let's grab some seeds to get started too. That'll work. And some dirt. That'll work. Alright, I'll be right back once all of these things are requested, and we'll get started. Actually, let's go ahead and just make those peat engines. Since I got you here anyway, may as well get those done. I need to pull some more glass out of here, though. There we go. I will want another wireless receiver as well. I've got a bunch of them in there, it looks like. And I'll need to go downstairs and find out what frequency that needs to be. Wheat farm will be 207, it looks like. I took down a sign here for where... What did I take? Or the switch for the fuel refinery because I automated it and I made a couple signs. Let's go ahead and throw that up there. I can't quite fit. You are obsolete. That's okay. That'll work. And I'm also going to try to get the carpenter automated today, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there. There we go. We'll get to that one today, no problem. Alright, let's see. What do I have? Do I have everything I need now? I've got my farm, I've got my combine, I've got my wireless receiver, I've got engines, peat, seeds. I don't need wheat. because that's what I'm making out of it. And then I've got a bunch of pipes here. Let's see, I'll need at least one teleport and a couple logistic pipes. I don't know, 4 or 5. I'll need stone for sure, possibly iron, maybe sand. Not entirely sure what I need. Teleport, logistics. Well, some of those logistics are going to have to be supplier. What's my supplier again? Lapis, cool. So we'll grab some of those out of the bag. And I think that looks good. That's a good start anyway. So let's head over to where that farm's going to be and start looking at it and get it set up. Come on, do a mega jump. There we go, see? Super jump. Crazy business. Alright, so we'll put the farm right here in the center where I had my torch. And we'll go ahead and put my combine right next to it, just like I did in all the other ones. And let's place a couple torches around here so we don't get anything weird going on. Don't need any surprises. And clear out a little bit of space here so we can work. Alrighty, that'll do for starters. And we'll get our peat-fired engines underneath these, because obviously we'll want that. And we're going to want, do I have? I do. Awesome. A little bit of red alloy wire, so I can do the same thing I've been doing with the other ones here. Put the receiver down and leave it exposed so you can read the number. What was that number again? 207? I think it was 207. It didn't come on, so that's a good sign. And then the way wheat farms work is this combine harvests wheat and seeds. And it does it out of any side. So I'm just going to, I think I'm going to start with an iron pipe here. We'll see if that's going to work. And then I'm going to come down and go here. And I don't want it to go into the engine, so it'll be sand. Because if you recall, the sand doesn't connect to engines and machinery. It only connects to other pipes. And I'm going to want a couple supplier pipes for here. I figured out the supplier pipe problem that I was having before. So I'll probably go back and fix that on the other ones. And it was really dumb. I'll show you once I get to that step what the problem was. I guess I'm going to need 3 supplier pipes total. Because I'm supplying... Remember before I put a supplier pipe here and then put an advanced insertion pipe here because I was having problems. It was because I had a intersection up here near the teleport pipe that didn't have a logistic pipe. That was the entire problem. I was just being an idiot apparently. If you put supplier pipes down here and have a logistics pipe at all your intersections, it works just fine. But these 2 engines are going to need peat, obviously, and this thing's going to need dirt, and it's going to need seeds. So I need 3 supplier pipes. And I'm going to have an intersection here, so let's throw down just a basic pipe. And this will meet those right there. Stone pipe will work. And this is going to meet those right there, so stone pipe will work. And a teleport pipe here. And let's see, that's getting supplied. I've got a logistics pipe, so it knows what these are. Those are getting supplied. I've managed to cut out the ender chest altogether and just use this as both sending and receiving. It just cuts down a little bit of space required, and I don't need those blaze rods, which is nice. I might go back and change that tree farm a little bit just to show you the difference. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's grab my buildcraft wrench and start getting these supplier pipes set up. You're going to need peat, and we'll give you like 16. Benefit of being able to have both supplier pipes is I don't need to have them completely and totally stocked, which is nice. There we go, 16. And you are going to want a bunch of dirt to begin with, and a bunch of seeds to begin with. I'm going to need to keep you supplied with seeds, so here we go. I don't think I'm going to keep it supplied with dirt. It doesn't need it. Once the dirt's down, it doesn't like turn into sand or anything like that like some of the other farms do. And I think I want to leave a walkway here at this door, so I'm not going to keep it supplied with dirt, just so it doesn't tear up my walkway. That actually looks pretty solid. I think that's everything I'm going to need. These two are both supplied with peat. Ash will come out, and there's only one real place that it can get out, and that'll be the teleport pipe, so it'll work its way over there eventually. Change this iron pipe so it can't go back in. The ash from this can't go back into the combine. That's supplied with what it needs. I guess all I need to do is change this frequency now. We made it 305. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. See if we start getting supplies. There we go. Peat coming down. Filling them up. I've got both of them now with what should be 16, give or take. Did I stop at 11 there? No. I might be out of peat. I actually noticed that I was running a little low, so that's entirely possible. There you go. You can have that. Well, I really think that's just about it. So let's run back down to the control room and see if we can't get this thing working. Turn it on. Oh, come on. Let me out. Problem with these boots is they're sometimes just a little unpredictable. Stupid things. There we go. Do I have a transmitter set up already down here? I thought I did, but maybe I don't. Nope. And it needs to be 207. So let's make a couple transmitters and throw them down there. That's easy enough. Redstone torch. I never remember which way it is. And I don't have any of them. Okay. 2 torches. 8. 8. I don't think I've got a teleport thing in here, do I? Teleport portal? Doesn't look like it. Let's look that up real quick too, and I'll just get that set up all at the same time. It's not a teleport, it's a portal. So 4 more iron, 2 diamonds, and 2 ender pearl, or 1 ender pearl. Got lots of diamonds. I've been doing a little work here and there, so my diamond creation has been going on. Which is nice. Cool. Let's get that set up first, I guess. And then get these. Transmitters. And 507. So I'll need that one. Cool. Head head back down and hook up those transmitters and then turn on that farm and see if it starts working. If so, that was a piece of cake. This one's 500 because they're all 500 on top. And this one's 507. There we go. Come on over here and turn them on. And change the sign. There we go. Head back over there. We might want a little more. Actually, I've probably got dirt on me. I was going to say we might want a little more dirt since I'm not putting those in the supplier pipes, but I think I've got a couple stacks on me. It didn't come on. Oh, it's because I'm an idiot. I only set up the portals. I didn't set up the actual switch itself, did I? So I need one more transmitter. Way to go, cow. You're sometimes not so bright, you know that? See? Nothing behind it. 207. Did I not get a piece of basalt back? I think I might have one in a bag, but oh, actually, that's probably where it went. There we go. Yeah, sometimes these backpacks can be a little annoying too because they pick up things when you don't want them to. But most of the time they're awesome. There we go, and now we'll turn it on. 207 should now be going. Alrighty. There we go. And put my piece of wire down here since that's the way I'm doing it. Both of those are powered up and working. See if this farm starts building. It did. Awesome. And I'll just let it do its thing. Maybe restock it with some dirt. But I'm going to cut the camera to do that because there's no need for you to watch that at the moment. As you can see, though, it's building and plowing the dirt, which is awesome. And on the second row, it actually puts in little water areas so the dirt will be hydrated and the wheat will grow faster, which is cool. But anyway, I will cut the camera for a bit and let this finish building up, and then I'll be right back. Alright, it looks like it's done. While that was happening, I just used my mercurial eye to spiffy it up a little bit. And I added my portal spawner so I can keep an eye on things. Pointed it at the door. It's raining right now, so I think I'm going to use my vulcanite amulet and tell it to cut the hell out. See if that works. For some reason, it hasn't always been working right. Yeah, there we go. Cool. I think I've just been having my climb star inside of my vulcanite amulet, or inside of my mercurial eye or something, so it seems like it's not working right. I think it's actually doing everything okay. And as I said, I think I'm going to try to build a passageway here. I've never really tried this with forestry farm. I don't know how well it's going to work. We'll see. Because they tend to be pretty adamant about putting things where they want them. But I might be able to get this to work. See if it keeps trying to place that water there, even though there's no dirt around it. Doesn't look like it. I think I might be okay here. Cool. Then I can make it look real nice. I kind of got the idea in my head to make it a really nice little wheat farm in the middle of all this hovel. Just to flaunt what Cowgamel has. You know, he's kind of a jerk that way. Don't know why I decided to play a jerk, but I did, so here goes. Let's see. I'm going to take a few more of those, I think. And let's spiffy this place up just a bit. Bit more here. Transportation. Let's make all this some wood. And I could turn up the charge level, but I don't really want it to go underneath the farm, so I'll just do it one by one. Light it up just a bit here too. There we go. And let's get my saw out, my red power hand saw, and cut up some of these. I think that'll be enough. We'll see. I don't know how big this is. Actually, it's probably 9, isn't it? That's okay. Yeah. There we go. Make one more. There, and then one more here. Then I think I'm going to cut this even smaller and line. The dirt itself isn't very attractive, so I think I'm going to line it with this stuff. There we go. Yeah, that looks much better. That's pretty awesome. Cool. So I'm just going to line the rest of this dirt. I'll do it off camera real quick, and then we'll test things out and make sure everything's working here. Alright, so I've got everything all ready here, and as you can see, property of Cowgamel Industries, keep out. Just put a little door, put some fencing up around it, boarded up the sides of the planting boxes, and I grabbed myself some bone meal, and I just want to grow some of this and test it out, make sure it's all working, make sure I didn't do something stupid with my piping, which is, believe me, entirely possible. Lots of pieces here. And it looks like we're harvesting. That's awesome. Looks like we're going down the right path. No going into the engines or anything. And right out through the teleport. Perfect. Everything looks like it is being refilled. The harvesting's going kind of slow here, but I got a couple of them anyway. That looks pretty good. Make sure you've actually got seeds. Yeah, you've got seeds. Make sure you've both got peat. You're sitting at 11. 16. I think we're doing alright here though. Everything looks like it's green and working. So let's go check out this and make sure the automated viewer is working. Close the door here so none of these peasants get in here and try to steal my wheat. Not that I have any peasants outside of that house yet, but that's okay. I will. Believe me, I will. That place will be swarming with them. Let's turn on this wheat farm. Sounds good. Awesome. Looks good. I can see that I've got wheat growing there. That's a pretty good view. I can see the doors closed. Nobody's inside. Looks excellent. Awesome. Everything looks like it's working there. Sweet. So let's see what else I've done off camera around here. I did a bit more. Um, I've been playing around with bees quite a bit. As I said, I'm going to try not to do too much of that on camera because, I don't know, it just doesn't make very good recording, it doesn't seem. It's a lot of just time being killed, so I'm not going to do a lot of it on camera. But aside from this area over here, I also worked a little bit on my manor house. I'm not entirely happy with the way it's turning out yet, but I'll show it off anyway at this point. Here we go. Well, let's just go downstairs here and take it all in. So it's going to be 3 different colors and 3 kind of different tiers. The big outside area here is just going to be stone, and it's got a couple windows, dirt walkway up above, lots of windows, big glass area, which is nice. And inside, obviously I'm not done yet. I've just got this hole cut out so I know how far back the cliff goes, how much more room I've got to work with. I'm going to have some sort of big staircase going up here. To this area. Somehow, I haven't decided exactly how yet. I kept my staircase going down to the pool, of course. And then this front area here, I think will probably be a bedroom or something. For right now, I've got the window open so I can just walk in and out. It's kind of small, though. I'm not entirely happy with its size. I might have to figure something out to make it just a little bit bigger. The windows look pretty good, though, I think. I kind of like the stepping system, or the reverse step. These are just red power cut glass, glass. They're not actual panes. And they don't look too bad. I do still have, of course, the obelisk down here, which is one of the reasons why I wanted the portable hole. I'm trying to decide how I want to gain access to that obelisk room. And I think I'm just going to leave it so that you have to use the portable hole to get there. That way I'm the only one really that can get there. But I did notice there's something a little different down here. Looks like I've got some colors here. Wonder what that's all about. I bet it's probably being revealed with these goggles of revealing. I might have to cap off the ceiling one lower so I don't have the wood showing through. And I'll make this all fancy too somehow, I'm sure. But I wonder what this is all about. Sorry, thinking to myself, I'm not entirely sure. Might have to play around with that. Green, red, and I guess those are purple. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, sorry. I've been spending some time with the bees, so let's come over here and you can at least see some of the progress I've made. I do have a new kind of bee, which is awesome. I've made a little bit of progress. I did remove the ender chest that was over here because I kind of want to keep tabs on the bees that I'm actually making, and if they just go into the sorting system, I don't know which ones are which ones were already there and which ones just recently came out of the system. So I just threw this chest here, and I've been moving honeycombs manually over to my sorting system. As you can see, I have a full-blood common princess, which is way cool. And then these, some of them are identified. I should have some here that are not. So I'll take a look at those and figure out what I got here. Doesn't look like I got another common though, which is unfortunate. But that's what I'm doing. I'm just working on trying to get at least one more common or some drones that have some common in them so I can breed commons and move on to the next step. Haven't done much else with this. I saw one person comment that I should make this into some sort of Zen garden, and I think that's a really good idea. I'll just have to figure out how I want to do it. I have noticed a problem that I think with Thaumcraft, I'm pretty sure it's with Thaumcraft, it tends to turn sand into grass. All this area down here was sand, and I think as the V level gets up above a certain point, I don't know, in this area, it's fairly high, as you can see, it's just over 3/4. It starts turning sand into grass. So if I do a Zen garden, I'll have to either use something besides sand, which is what I kind of think of when I think of a Zen garden, or somehow get my V levels lower here, and I'm not sure how to do that yet. So we'll see. Anyway, maybe we'll head back over towards the industries, and I will revise my tree farm that I have over there to the new kind of format, I guess, without the ender chest, and using some less number of pipes. So decomplicate it a little bit, so you guys don't, when you're working on them your own, if you want to copy them, you don't have to use this needlessly overcomplicated way I've been doing. You can use one a little more streamlined. So maybe I'll turn it off first. That way I don't have stuff floating around all over the place. Let's come down here and turn it off. And I do still have a bunch of pipes in my bag, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. Tree farm. There we go. Maybe while I'm here, I'll actually turn on my peat bog as well, because I think I'm probably starting to get a little low. Let's check that out. I've had those running for quite a while. And I just added 2 more engines. How's my peat supply doing? Oh yeah, 83. Definitely starting to run low. That's good though. That means I'm using it. Alright, so let's see what we got here, what I can do to clean this business up. First thing I'm going to do is get rid of this ender chest. I don't need the ender chest anymore. I can just use this teleport pipe. I should be able to get rid of all of this, I think. Maybe use just a regular, that probably was a stone pipe, but that's okay. There we go. Give me some cobble, please. There we go. And I don't need this advanced insertion pipe anymore, and I don't need this diamond pipe anymore. What I should have had instead of that diamond pipe is a logistics pipe. That's what was causing my problem. So let's get a basic logistics pipe and put that there. And let's get a supplier logistics pipe and put that there. So that's 2 of these. Stone will work there just fine. Stone, there we go. Cool, and everything went green, which is good. Let's get my wrench out. And turn these bad boys down a bit, because he no longer needs 64. 16 is more than adequate. Oops. Give you 16 as well. 16. There we go. We'll get rid of that sign for the time being and fix it in a second. You don't need to be there. Fill in you guys. You. you and put a stone pipe here. May as well just be consistent and use real stone, since I've already got real stone down there. Not that it really makes any difference, I'm just being consistent for anal retentiveness sake. Okay, so now you're still supplying with the same thing you were supplying before. 16 humus and 16 saplings. You're both getting peat from here and you're all green. You're still pulling stuff out of the top and pulling stuff out of the side. See, that's just much cleaner. I like it. Let's put my cobblestone back, or my stone back down, just to make it all nice and pretty. Ah. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Now let's go turn you back on and make sure I didn't do something idiotic, which is entirely possible. Tree farm back on, please. Under here and keep an eye on it for a second. Everything looks like it's flowing correctly. And because these are logistics pipes here, supplier pipes, the wood and the saplings have no problems not going into the engines, which is a good thing. So I could eliminate the whole need to have all those ender chests out there. I can use them just for my actual personal request system areas. Sand will come back out, no problem. Awesome, everything looks like it's working just fine. Cool, so I just cleaned this up a little bit, got rid of diamond pipe and ender chest and a couple other things, the advanced insertion pipe. Just a slightly different design. I think it's just a little cleaner, a little more intuitive. I'll probably go back and double check my peat bog, but you don't need to see yet another one. So let's just move on maybe to... let's automate those centrifuges. Right now they're wasting a lot of energy because they're on all the time. I requested some iron gates here a while ago, and it looks like they are done. What do I want to request here? Let's request... I just want it to get started building something. I don't have very many more gold gates. Let's get you started on a few more gold gates. There you go. I don't need 12, but I'll get 6 of them going. Let's come up over here to these centrifuges, which are not there. They're over here. Got to do something with this room eventually. And as you can see, they're always powered. So they're always draining power and using fuel. I'm going to change that. I'm going to make it so these guys are automated as well, like the other ones I've been doing with gates. And the way I'm going to do that is come down here and get rid of this. There we go. And instead put a gate here. And a gate over here. And a gate over here. Yeah, that'll work. And get some pipe wire. Ooh, I might need a little more pipe wire. Let's see. Oh no, I should have enough. Cool. And then say if you've got work, there you go, emit a red pipe signal, and you do exactly the same thing. If you have work, oh, come on. There you go, emit a red pipe signal. And you, if you're getting a red pipe signal, then give a redstone signal, which will power it. Perfect. And let's go down there and get that receiver. No sense in wasting receivers. And right now, obviously, there's no work to be done, so they are off. Just clean this up real quick. There we go, and those engines are still going to be fine. Yeah, so that should now be fully automated as well. Let's go request a couple honeycombs or something and test it out just to make sure. It's always good to test when you're messing around with weird things like gates and engines and stuff. I'd hate to have something blow up or just not work when I really need it to. So I always do some testing. I don't need too many of them. Let's just grab a few here. So the way I've got that set up is that either side can have work to do and will, regardless of which centrifuge or both, it doesn't matter because has work to do, it will emit a redstone signal, and if any side of, or a red pipe signal, and if this receives any red pipe signal at all, it'll just turn on. So I should be able to just put one honeycomb over here, and it's got work, and the pipe signal came on, and it automatically started flowing, I think. Is it not happening? Oh no, it is. It just happened really quick. There we go. Yeah, see, so it's got power and it's done, so it went off. And this side should be able to do the same. Yeah, awesome. And if I've got stuff in both, it should be just fine as well. Yep. Cool. So now the system is automated. It's not wasting fuel all the time, which is good because if you want to come back here with me, and not that you have a choice, haha. And we'll take a look at our refinery stores. It looks like my oil gusher finally ran out. As you can see, I have maybe 8 blocks of oil gone. My fuel's looking good because it's set up automatically. As long as I've got oil, it's making fuel. But I'm going to need to find another gusher to get some more oil. And I think that's in part just because those centrifuges were running all the time even when I didn't have work for them. Another thing I did off camera is I fixed, in quotes, my quarry. If I turn that on, it's really dark, you can't see much. But let's go down there and we'll take a look at it. Turn this off. What I did is I just lowered it a couple blocks so that I could put my quarry where I intended to put it initially, but wasn't able to because I was kind of running into the ocean. So let's head down here. Oh yeah, see, it's super dark. And there's water way down there, but you can't really see it through the Portal system. It looks like I'm hung up again. I keep getting hung up on ice, which is actually really kind of annoying. Let's head down and see what we can find here. I can't even tell exactly where it is. Let's put on my Evertide amulet and go for a swim. And we'll see where this arm is. Figure out what's going on here. Sorry, this is probably super dark. I wonder if I can do something about that actually. Let's see. I can get out a little bit of glowstone here. And I think I can do this underwater. That'll help a little maybe. Well, not a whole heck of a lot, but hopefully you guys will be able to see what's going on, at least somewhat. Here we go. This is probably causing the problem. I've got more ice right here. From the fossils mod, the permafrost turns water into ice, and it keeps doing it. See, it refreshes, and I think I showed you this before, but I keep running into this problem, which is kind of annoying. So I must have a block of permafrost down here somewhere. There it is, right there. So I gotta get rid of that permafrost so that it stops refreshing this ice. Come on. I think that did it. Maybe. Maybe not. Anyway, it's really annoying. Not a whole lot I can do about it, though, as far as I can tell. I have to just keep... Oh, come on, let me down. Thank you. Keep going down and breaking the permafrost blocks. There we go. And then the quarry is able again to start breaking more blocks. But I'm going to cut the camera, sorry, because I'm paying too much attention to what I'm doing and I'm not talking. And I'll fix this and then we'll get back to something else. Alright, I'm back. Looks like the quarry's working again. As I said, just kind of an annoying quirk combination of Buildcraft and Fossil Mod, but there doesn't seem to be much I can do about it. But as you can see, I've got the portal spawner there kind of over the middle of my quarry. I'm still not entirely happy with it because, as you saw, it just looks super dark over it. But it's better than being off on the side where it was. I think maybe I'll end up putting it back on the side. Anyway, I checked the time and it looks like I'm running just a little bit over an hour, so I think I'm going to wrap up here. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. We did a little bit of Thaumcraft stuff. I made a portable hole, but I didn't get to show you how to do it, so I'll definitely show you that next time. Also a wand of reversal, which we'll do probably first thing next time. We'll start moving my teleport rune around a little bit. Then we also made a wheat farm using a slightly new technique. And then went back and updated the tree farm to using the same technique, getting rid of the ender chest and just using the teleport pipe. We automated the centrifuges with some more iron gates, and then we came back here and I showed off all kinds of different things that I'd done off camera that weren't particularly interesting. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and hopefully you'll be back for episode 24. In the meantime, have fun and keep mooing.